City, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 45 on second down, Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Check, 154.
Here's Goff. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple games.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
No, let me take it to him.
He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Check back 27. Check back 27. All day. All day. Hey, 2.
From the 50, it's gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the interception, here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. We're scoreless after 1. second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal.
Kill. 4 down. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Vincent Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Kill. He's jumping.
Now Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. Steps away. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. Flare. Gotta go. In and out. Go. Shit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright and see the field.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Gone. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Turn the fuck around.
Put up a couple of 6s, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson going to throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Oh, you got ass down there to where it says she no hand. She just left.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
I don't know who's out there Dorsett.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Got it. Still got it. 4 down. 12.
Wilson will throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
25. Got it. He's cracked. He's checking cracked. Check. Good. 14.
Again, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Hold on, Kyrie.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right, and it appeared to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The weekend. You pick. You can come this weekend.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone.
Damn, the flag there. Come on, Mom.
Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Bravo! Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I got one. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
Out of the gun, gone. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, a 22.
Break up. Stay with your man. Super 66. Here we go.
Now Goff on 1st down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 13 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll roll him out, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Like 20. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Switch. Hey, kill.
They'll run here with Freeman. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down. It's Freeman, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Wilson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Freeman again, a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's gone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett.
Oh, my God.
Brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On 1st down, Wilson. Nowhere to his escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Wilson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. He finds Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
He'll find Metcalf. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Now it's Freeman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Play action. It's gone. Gets it off to Freeman. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's picking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Goff going to throw it. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,